please welcome Mark Williams.
Good afternoon, Mark.
Hello.
Welcome to Belgium.
Thank you.
Your first time in Belgium?
No.
Anything you noticed specifically or particularly about Belgians or Belgium?
Belgium. Very interesting. You are a mix of doing as you're told and being crazy. It's quite British, actually. I think we're very similar. Yes. No! That's my take on Belgium.
In the UK, there's a famous drinking game, and it is name 3 famous Belgians. Can you name 3 famous Belgians?
Hergé. Yeah, you got me there. What's Virginie Afri, the actress? Is that her name? And another one. Crazy. I know. Oh no, this is really embarrassing. Give me later tonight. I will wake up about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I will go. I know.
I'll ask you the same question tomorrow, so you've got time to think about it tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Now, you're an actor. What's one perk of being an actor?
Other actors. I like other actors. I like being around them. I do a show called Father Brown, and we get regular guest actors every week, in fact. And sometimes I forget to act because I'm just watching them going, look at them acting.
What's the most unexpected thing from being an actor?
When you get a job, it's like, yes! That's very, very, very exciting still at my advanced age. I like to work. You'll notice that as actors get older, you see less of some and more of the others, and the ones you see are the ones who like to work. Which sounds obvious, but that's the way it is. It's quite important to actually want to go to work, because some people just think, nah, I'll be all right.
If you wouldn't have been an actor, what would you have liked to become?
A chef.
A cuisine chef?
Yeah, I think it's quite similar. A lot of actors can cook very well because you spend a lot of your time unemployed with no money. So learning how to cook with nothing is a very good idea. Also, it's like a show, you know, getting ready for a meal, the timing. That kind of thing.
What's your signature dish?
I have tarte tatin, chou farci, coq au vin, lamb rogan josh, baked apples.
And imagine that anybody in this crowd would be foolish enough to want to be a common actor. Any tips?
Acting, crazy, foolish choice to make. It's about faith, really. It's just Glaube. You've just got to want and hope that it's going to work. Je ne sais pas.
How long have you been an actor for in total?
1983.
I thought you were going to say you had been an actor for 1900 years. That would be a lot.
In another life.
Well, that's 40 years. Congratulations.
Is it? Here it is.
Whoa! Applause! So you were like 5 when you started?
Well, hopefully I'll get a job soon. J'espère.
And in those 40 years, what has changed most in the acting industry?
Technology, sound, lighting has changed completely, and of course digital film. You know, when I started, it was film that went in a camera, so they had to be loaded, and the whole thing was different. Lighting was different, sound particularly was different. Non-digital sound is was a completely different thing. Because with analog you can bend it, whereas with digital it's binary, it's either on or it either works or it doesn't work. And also the different platforms have changed immeasurably, and so has the theatre. So in fact, it's completely different.
If you could have chosen any role whatsoever in the history of cinema that you could have played, which one would you have liked to play?
Oh wow, that's really difficult. Maybe Friar Tuck in Robin Hood, or Long John Silver. Do you know International Speak Like a Pirate Day? Do you have that? It's the 14th of September. I urge you to get involved on that day and bring out your inner pirate. There's a pirate here, actually, isn't there, of course? McNally's a pirate.
You might know Ian McKellen, during the filming of The Hobbit, broke down because he was surrounded by green screen, and he said, I didn't study to become an actor to do that. What's your take? Do you rather have special effects or real life effects?
I don't know why he said that. It's his job. C'est votre métier. Arrête. It is your job to imagine in your mind where you are. So I just don't understand that when people say things like that. It's like, get a life. Quickly.
Obviously you're famous. So fame, love it or hate it?
Do you know that there's an English phrase which is, if you can't do the crime, no, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. You know, unless you're prepared to go to prison, which it isn't. Fame's not prison. I don't think I'm famous. I can disappear. I can just walk through Ghent and nobody will, although some people go, Mr. Williams, yes. No, I think it's very important, which is one of the reasons why I like to come to Comic-Cons like this. Facts. To meet everybody, because otherwise you're just on your own. Why be like that? Why do people want to be like this? No, I didn't do it. It's not me. That's stupid.
Have you ever abused of your fame? You know, like to get a table in a fully booked restaurant, or have a lady in your bed, or what have you?
Yeah, Smart Williams. Who? No, I told you, we're fully booked. No, I don't think I ever have. I can't think of anything. You may, sometimes you get, the first time, here we are. The first time I was on TV was in an advert, and I went to a nightclub in Glasgow, and the doorman, it was a big queue, and the doorman saw me and he said, "In you go, big man." And I was like, "Me?" And he said, "Yeah, saw your advert, boss advert." So that was the first time I thought, this is good. This is a good plan. Well done. So little things like that, you know. And I once got to, before 9/11, I once got to go in the cockpit of an aircraft, and they slide a seat across, and you sit down. That was good. So yeah, nice things. I don't use it. I don't try not to use it anyway.
Now, before the audience gets to ask you a question, a few personal questions, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Can you tell us something about yourself, anything really, that few people know?
I'm impatient. My granddad said that about me, and I was like, no, I'm not. But but I'm learning to deal with that. Calm down, Mark. So I think that's a problem.
Wow. You're a father. How has fatherhood changed you?
Money. Where's it? But
You shouldn't be selling your kids.
don't sell your kids. Don't sell your kids. Fatherhood, well, it's what life's for, really. It's the best job in the world. It completely changed my life. I'm like, I'm a father. Actually, I've got a role. Brilliant. I loved it. I mean, they're big now, but when they were little hands.
If you could organize your dream dinner, and you can invite anybody, alive or dead, who would you invite at your dream dinner?
Wow, this is another Belgian question, isn't it? I think I would like to invite, I can't remember her name now, not Alita Luz. Who was the girl at the Algonquin Round Table? Oh, I forgot her name. Anyway, her. Dr. Johnson, English lexicographer. I'd like to, you need somebody that you can all make fun of, so Richard Nixon probably be good. Who also, Colette. Bonne idée. Merci, Mark. Washington Irving, American writer. Loads, it would be big.
It would be a banquet rather than a dinner. All right. Now, final question, and people who want to ask questions to Mark, you can already line up behind the microphones. Don't be shy. Mark usually doesn't bite.
I'm not in SAG.
Oh, so you can ask any questions to Mark if you want to. So final question to you from me, Mark. If you were to interview yourself,
Yes.
what would you ask yourself?
What did you think you were doing that night when, no. What would I ask myself? I don't know, really. I don't know. The unexamined life is a life not worth living, as somebody said. So I think I've asked myself probably too many questions.
Well, there was one of your colleagues, Graham McTavish, who to that question answered, he would ask his 12-year-old, are you proud of what I have become?
Yeah, that's a good question. Or I would say to the 10-year-old, I would say, don't worry, it's going to be okay.
All right, thank you so much, Mark. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as said, it's your time. Few ground rules. Mark will answer almost any questions. Just speak clearly in the microphone. One question per person, English only, and please don't ask for free hugs or free kisses or what have you. So, the little girl on the left, take it away.
If you had real magic in real life, what magic would you use?
Oh, I would have the Babel fish. Do you know what the Babel fish is? He does. It's from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but you put it in your ear and you can understand every language. Oh, and I would like the ability to play any musical instrument. So I want two.
Greedy.
And the third one, money.
The lady on the right.
Hi Mark.
Hi.
Here.
Oh, hello. I'll
Do
meet
you?
you. Hiya.
Hiya. Do you prefer theater acting or acting on set, and why?
No, I like working. I don't mind where it is, radio, whatever. I don't have I'm not like McKenna. I don't have a preference, darling.
Okay, thank you.
As long as I'm in work, I'm quite happy.
The person to the left.
Hi, it's really amazing to have you here.
Thank you.
I was wondering if you still remember the opening and closing lines to Romeo and Juliet.
Well, two houses, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our seat,
And the
etc.
closing one? Do you remember the closing line as well?
Do I remember?
The closing line, the last one.
No, I don't. Tell me, what is it?
I think it's no story has more woe than that of Romeo and Juliet. Of
Yes, of
Juliet and
course.
Romeo, that's it.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's still, Shakespeare is, he's endless. That's what he is.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
So I was wondering, what do you like to do in your day-to-day quiet life?
I read.
And what do you read?
And I have a library. I can say that now. I collect books. I'm always like that. So that calms my inquisitive mind.
Thank you.
Dr. Johnson, who I mentioned earlier, used to go in a library and take a book down and just open it and read a little bit, and then he'd put it back because he'd had a taste. So I'm like that.
Thank you.
You don't have to read all the way through a book. That's old-fashioned.
Mark, what would be the book you would recommend without a doubt?
What the first one that comes in my head would be Norman Douglas, Naples 1944, if nobody's read that. And I'm just reading Elizabeth Jane Howard, the Cazalet Chronicles, they're very good. M. John Harrison, the Kefahuchi trilogy, that's very good. Elizabeth Comins, Barbara Comins.
And it goes on. Person to the left.
Hello, so nice to have you here.
Thank you.
How do you prepare for a role?
I read. Yeah, anything around it. Yeah, and the physicality is very important to me. How they stand, how they walk. Walking, very important. Otherwise you're just a talking head. Have to be able to move it around. So, thank you very much.
To the right.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, and I read the script. Hi.
Hi. First, thank you for your role as Arthur.
Thank you.
You're like a comfort dad and from a comfort family for me.
It's a lot of responsibility, that, I tell you.
But I was wondering, if you could just step through the wall of 9 3/4 and you could do anything in the wizarding world, what is the first thing you would do? Going to Honeydukes or...
What would I do as a wizard?
Yes.
That's a difficult thing to do. I'd go in my car, which I've never been allowed to do. All the kids use it. I've never used it. So I'd probably do that.
Sad.
I'd get straight in my car and go somewhere. Very interesting.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hello.
I really enjoyed Father Brown.
Thank you.
Do you have any nice or funny stories about the set?
Funny stories. I don't know really. Well, I have to wear a cassock, you know, soutane, c'est soutane, no? Ouais. And it has big pockets. So if I sit on a chair sometimes when I get up, pockets catch on the chair and the chair comes up as well. That makes me laugh. That's good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi Mark, it's
Hi
nice
there.
to see you. Thank you for
you.
coming. I was wondering, I'm not sure if you're an animal person or not, but what would be more terrifying? 101 Dalmatians or 101 dragons?
Oh, Dalmatians, definitely. 101 dragons, well, you know, what can you do? Just gotta kind of run away. 101 Dalmatians. We never got to touch the dogs. We weren't allowed because of cross-infection. So I never really met them, the puppies. But they kept bringing, because we were filming for a long time, films take forever. In answer to the question about, well, that's one of the downsides of working in film. It's just, God, not again. Do it again. No. Turns you into an adolescent. But they used to bring the litters. Qu'est-ce que c'est en français? Je ne sais pas. They used to bring them on regularly, so they'd be like new puppies. So, yeah.
Right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Although 101 Dragons is a bit of a worry.
Hello and welcome to Belgium.
Thank you very much.
I was wondering, because you already mentioned imaginations and like the physicality of a role, but I was wondering how you approach becoming a character and how much of yourself you put into it and like what other elements you use to become someone else.
I don't think it's a conscious thing. It's kind of magic, really. But there is a binary thing where there's sometimes I know I can't do it. I think, no idea, I can't do that. I've got nothing to give. You have to give. It's not take, it's give, obviously, I guess. So, when you're reading the script, normally you've got something straight away. Well, I have. And you think, yes, or no. So yeah, it's kind of a magic thing. You cannot intellectualize it too much, or it all falls apart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi Mark.
Hi there.
Welcome.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
I know you from Harry Potter and 101 Dalmatians, but I was wondering what type of character do you like to portray?
Idiots. They're very interesting, idiots, because guess what? They're never idiots. So I like that. I like playing people who other people discount, who other people ignore. No. I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you. If anybody's watching from Warner Brothers. Hi.
Hi Mark. I loved you as Arthur Whitley.
Thanks very much.
Thank you for playing the role. I just wondered, did you ever find out the function of a rubber duck?
Yeah. Oh, you want to know?
Very curious.
The function of a rubber duck is bath time amusement. There's a rubber duck. I think I've got the world record for the amount of rubber ducks that have passed through my hand. If I could trade in rubber ducks, I'd be a billionaire. Sell, short.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Hi.
So I was wondering which character that you played do you relate to the most and why?
Say, I didn't hear you, sorry.
Which character did you play, which you played, do you relate to the most and why?
I try not to do that because it's not good for the soul to have favourites. Maybe the guy Warbash from Shakespeare in Love, who has a terrible stammer, but in the end can be an actor. So I guess he would, yeah, him. Thanks. Never said that before. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, I had a similar question. My question was also which character that you have played was your favorite to play?
Okay, I'll give you a different answer. That seems to be the best way to approach my job, I think, is to enjoy the character that you are playing at the moment the most. So I try and do that. So I've just played a mayor, which was excellent, but I still enjoy playing Father Brown because he's very nosy and inquisitive, and I like that very much. So him.
Hi, Mark. What is your Oxford life in real life?
What's my what? Sorry.
Yes.
Huh?
Oxford House.
My
Oxford House.
Oxford House.
Sluis de Ringen van door.
Hogwarts House. I don't know. I haven't done Pottermore. Have I got to choose one? Ravenclaw.
Okay. Thank you.
Top one all.
Final questions.
I don't really have a question, but I would just like to...
You don't have to, you're a princess.
But I'd just like to thank you for your role in Harry Potter, because it was such a comfort movie and film for me. And I'm also happy you found out the function of a rubber ducky.
Thank you very much. And I hope you meet Prince Charming, if that's what you're looking for.
All right, final question. Make it a good one, no pressure.
No pressure at all.
Hi.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks.
I was wondering which film or scene in particular you enjoyed filming the most and why?
Well, the film, the scene I enjoyed filming the most that I was in was flying through the port key, because you can't green screen flying, so we actually flew. We have harnesses called Kirby wires, and it was in a studio about the size of this, and we went right to the ceiling at the whole length. And they can't do it with electricity, you can't do it with motors, so you have these stunt guys, and they've got giant wheels. It's like medieval, and they go like this. That was good. But my favourite scene in all of the films is when Voldemort takes the Elder Wand from Dumbledore, and just for one moment you see in Voldemort's face that he thinks he's achieved, he thinks he's done it, and it was a brilliant piece of acting by Rafe. So that's my favourite scene. Thank you.
Mark, if we are to summarize your life, it is 3 words: money, reading, and rubber ducks. Ladies and gentlemen.
That's very good. I'd say love.
And love.
Love, reading, and rubber ducks.
That's all we have time for. Please give it up for Mark!
Thank you.